All right, what is up? What is up, everyone? We are back with another video of this advanced market structure series, video 12, I believe. Video 12, maybe 13, I'm not sure. Anyway, today's example, we started out with Euro USD on the monthly time frame. So we look at this, right? If we don't see anything to the right here, right, what do we see? Well, here's a high, or there's a low, here's a high, here's a low, here's a high, and here's a low. And these bodies are still kind of respecting these lows, right? So there's no direction. There's no break of structure in this area, right? So so we just sit on our hands and wait. But from this low here, we see a huge impulse to the upside, right? Giving us a new higher high. And this is on the monthly time frame. So I remember this retracement, this bearish retracement here, just catching sells all the way down to this monthly point of interest. And yeah, so it's the last down candle that gives us a break of structure, right? That bullish order block on the monthly time frame. So we go from the monthly down to the 4 hour. So price is respecting this monthly point of interest quite a bit if we look at this, right? So um I know I delineated this first break of structure, right? And break of structure isn't the cleanest, but you have breaks of structure to the left here as well from this area. Um, but the point of interest was kind of clean down here, right? And say that we missed these two entry opportunities, right? Let's say we missed those. But what do we see right here, right? From this last rejection to this high here, we have broken structure to the upside, right? So our monthly from this impulse up, when we get back into this area, right, we want to see our monthly be bullish, but we can't expect the monthly to be bullish until our lower time frame is bullish as well, and it equals our higher time frame, right? So we see this huge break of structure. Now we have a new higher high, right? So since we have a higher high, that's one of the uh, basic beginnings of bullish order flow, right? So after we see that higher high, we look for our points of interest, right? So maybe you could be looking down here. You could be looking at this breaker. This was a failed order block. You can see there was a rejection here, failed to make a lower low, right? And ultimately, price went higher. So yeah, you see that failed order block, it gets broken through, comes back, gets retested, liquidity gets captured here. So yeah, beautiful setup from the 4-hour structure on a monthly point of interest. So now we're on the daily time frame, but this is a full view of the 4-hour entries, right? So monthly point of interest is this black line, and we see that break of structure on the 4-hour here and that retracement. So 4-hour entry, and for almost 1,500 pips. Crazy, crazy setup, crazy risk to reward. And, I think personally, maybe when you're waiting for like monthly and weekly um, points of interest, when you're waiting for these to give a break of structure on the lower time frames, right? I think that's where you can catch these huge, long position swing trades, honestly, because these are going to be your big moves. So yeah, that was a very good example on Euro USD. Now, next example, Euro USD again on the monthly time frame. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so if we notice here, what does this structure look like? You see this long wicked candle, right? This was that rejection from that monthly point of interest. Well, if we go to our next example, there's that long wick rejecting from that demand zone, right? That monthly demand zone. But look what we see again, right? That huge impulse up, right? We don't get a retracement back down into these demand zones, right? We get another break of structure to the upside. And what can we be seeing, right? Well, here's our new demand zone right here. That last down candle that gave us a break of structure, right? So this is our monthly point of interest that gave us a break of structure. So after we see that break of structure, we want to go down to a lower time frame, right? So we're on the monthly. And once again, we drop down to the 4-hour. And you know what's funny about this setup right here, while that's loading. So the monthly point of interest here, this bullish order block here, see the monthly line, right? So what do we see? What do we see? So we see a rejection, right? And this first one doesn't give us a break of structure. But this retracement here doesn't give us a lower low. It fails to give us a lower low, right? So what can we take from that? Well, essentially nothing yet because the market hasn't broke structure to the upside. So that's what we always have to wait for, right? Because this could come here, get a little retest again, and then give us that lower low, right? So you always have to be patient and wait for these breaks of structure. So we see a retrace, a test, two tests, and a break of structure to the upside. So what do we have? We have, sorry, we have a shift in market structure and a break of structure, right? So we would expect price to retrace back into that area. And so, yeah, so the funny thing about this setup right here is if we go to my before and afters here and see if I can find this for you guys. I know I have it um, in a PDF somewhere, but I think I can find it right quick here. Yeah, here it is. So look, this is that monthly point of interest, right? And we see price give a break of structure to the upside from that monthly point of interest. Well, here's the before setup that I actually had. So right quick before we get back into the PDF, you see there's that one rejection and the second one. So we get a shift in market structure here and an aggressive push to the upside, giving us a break of structure. So you can see already I was waiting for price to retest back in that area, and this is after, right? So crazy move, crazy pips, crazy risk to reward. Um, yeah, so hopefully, you guys are catching on to, you know, what I'm paying attention for, and when I'm paying attention for, those certain types of setups, always in higher time frame point of interest. So you guys got some value from today's video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.